after 11. Do you want me to go ahead and start the opening song? Or?
We are going to start. I got the camera. We just got the camera rolling. And
Gotcha. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unity of Athens. For those of you who have come from afar, like my mother and I, or for those of you that may have just come a few miles, and for those of you who might still be in your pajamas and watching from the comfort of your home in your jammies and your slippers and your cup of coffee, then hello to all of you. We're going to do an oldie but goodie called Spirit in Me Now. And if you feel like dancing, then you can stay seated and you can dance in your seat. It goes, I am free. So arms up if you can put your arms up. And then I am great. Thumbs up for everything's okay. No longer do I wait. Sassy finger. I got the power.
I got the power
Of Spirit in Me Now, and kind of bring it into you. I have to kind of do it weirdly because the plexiglass is right there. So one more time. I am free. I am great. No longer do I wait. I got the power, 2, 3, 4, of Spirit in me now. I am free. I'm great. No longer do I wait. I got the power of Spirit in me now. By Jove, I think you're ready. We got ladies in the house that are ready to dance. Here we go, everybody. Put your hands together. Follow me on the 2 and the 4. All right, hold on. We're almost ready. All right, here we go with the free and great. Oh, I am free. I'm great. No longer do I wait. I've got the power. God bless you, and happy, happy Sunday, and welcome again to Unity of Athens. And without further ado, here comes Reverend Bronte in the house.
Yes, here she comes. All right, yes.
Reverend Bronte.
Let's give Jennifer a round of applause. All right, Jennifer. And good morning. Yay.
Good morning.
We are alive. We're awake.
Yes.
We've got the power. What a wonderful way to start our day. I was just reading in a Unity magazine this morning. It was an interview, and I don't want to say the name because I don't exactly remember the name of the person who was being interviewed, but the person said, what a teaching this is. Because unity teaches us how powerful we are. It's in us. You know, it's not out there. It's not something you got to go do this or that for. It's in us.
Right. Yes.
Thank you for that, because we do have the power. So let's have an opening prayer, if you will. Just center, take a breath. If you're at home, just relax and breathe and center. Welcome. And we just start to put aside the day. I know the day is early, but that's okay. We can just put aside anything that may have come up this morning, even just in our thoughts or thinking of not enough, as we relax and get still and think about our breath. And let's have a little mantra to take us into this time of prayer. God is powerful in me. How about that? That just came to me. You want to say that gently? God is powerful in me. God is powerful in me. Good morning. God is powerful in me. And we breathe and we just kind of let go into the knowingness of who we are and whose we are. So let's take a breath. We are grateful for this day. We are grateful for the infinite blessings in our lives. We are grateful for the teachings of unity and new thought that show us and remind us that we are already complete, that we have the power within us to make a difference in the world, to make a difference in our own lives, to touch others with love just with our thoughts. We breathe in that knowing. We give gratitude for this beautiful day, the sunshine and the different phases of weather. We give thanks for another day of living. We give thanks for our healthy, vibrant bodies, for our incredible minds and imaginations that can vision and envision so much. We think of our dear ones, our families and friends, and we give thanks for their presence in our lives, whether current or in the past or in the future. We give thanks for life. We see blessings on all who are gathered here this morning and all who are gathered at home or wherever they may be tuning in from. We see blessings on our world. We see blessings on all that are going through difficult times. We see the arrival of helpers, sustenance, positivity, helping hands. We see our world and its population ever evolving into the highest and the best. Perhaps putting our hands over our heart, we feel connected with each other, with those we love, and in knowing our connection with Spirit always, always. we feel that inflow and in-source of energy radiating through us and out into the world, and with deep gratitude, divine love, and an energized feeling of, yes, I can. We say or think to whatever name we choose to use for the divine. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. So it is. Let a breath out. Thank you all for being with us. You're at Unity Athens here this morning. I'm Reverend Bronte Colbert. We have the famous in Unity musician Jennifer Farron with us, and we're so delighted to have her with us. And her beautiful mother, Karen Novak. We've got a prayer chaplain on duty today, Mary Connor. Yay, Mary. And a big hand for Kevin Thompson, who is the ultimate maestro of the camera and the computer. Thank you, Kevin. Ask Mary Connor to come up and read Unity's daily word for today.
Good morning, Unity family. It's so good to be here. It's such a beautiful day. Let go and let God. I do what is mine to do and release the rest. I am equipped with powerful spiritual tools to use towards creating the life of my dreams. Through prayer and meditation, visualization, and affirmations, I am willing to work for what I want to see manifest in my life and in the lives of those I care about. Sometimes I can be so focused on what I'm doing that I forget the importance of stepping back from my efforts and releasing my attachments to specific outcomes. There is great peace that comes from knowing I have done all I can do, and then, in perfect peace and clarity, releasing outcomes to the divine that is in all people and circumstances. I heed my guidance to discern when to take action and when to yield to the activity of spirit. And from Matthew 6:33, but strive first for the kingdom of God, and in his righteousness, and in all these things will be given to you as well.
Thank you so much, Mary Connor. And as I mentioned, Mary is our prayer chaplain for today. So how does that work? Well, if you would like a prayer, it could be something personal, it could be something bigger, it could be a prayer of gratitude, it could be a prayer of wanting some divine help or energy. You just come up to Mary and say, Mary, could you pray with me, please? And she says, yes. I'd be happy to. We have a very large back room where you can go privately, and it's very well air conditioned and spacious and all those other things of these days. So just let Mary know after the service if you would like to pray. I was thinking about yesterday and today, especially about that comment I read in the Unity magazine about Unity teaches us that we're powerful beings. So I pulled one of my favorite books off the shelf by Sanaya Roman. She wrote a bunch of them. She made her transition about a year or two ago. And this one's called Personal Power Through Awareness. She's very much into sending energy and realizing our energy and how to spread it out. She said this: you can become aware when your energy is down of what took it there. I will tell you what things take most people's energy down: talking about mundane or negative things, reading articles in newspapers or magazines which speak of pain or struggle without a higher reason for it, not listening to the flow of your body, in parentheses, not resting when tired, not being active when energy is there, thinking of past times in which you were hurt, fearing the future. Wow. She says, as you focus on what is good about people, you enable them to achieve it. When we focus on what is good about others, other people, we enable them to achieve it. So even though they may be halfway across the world, even though it may be someone you don't even know, we focus on sending out good energy. It's a metaphysical thing. She adds, whatever we point our finger at will grow. So let's be aware of where we're pointing our fingers or our thoughts. You can greatly assist people by holding an image for them of their success, their joy, and their abundance. What a beautiful, beautiful teaching. And we have some announcements. So our tradition here is to make a big deal out of that. Because sometimes I think we used to go like, okay, now we got to listen to the announcements. I read the newsletter. I know them all by heart. First of all, we acknowledge that we in this building stand on the land of the Eastern Cherokee, the Creek Nation, and the Yuchi. All honored this land. Many have left it. We honor this land. We are grateful for it and for that heritage. We will be here live next Sunday again, plus live streaming. Our matching challenge is still ongoing. The Canoga retreat, which is a retreat for everyone, it's usually in September. This year it's at the very end of August 30th through September 2nd or 3rd, I believe, is again at Canoga. You can find details on that at ummas.org and look for retreat. And they are starting to take reservations. We give probably 3 scholarships each year, and we'll be doing that again. We'll have the applications ready as soon as they're ready, which is hopefully by next week. It looks like next year we'll be switching to Lake Junaluska, where I was just up for a 4-day retreat, and it's gorgeous, so might be the last chance to go to Canoga site for a while. We have leadership training, which is also sponsored by UMass, the Unity Ministers of the Mid-Atlantic States, and that is later on in July. And it sounds like Kathy Payne just had a wonderful garden tour yesterday. I see some nods. Any hands up if you were there? Awesome. I heard it was wonderful. She's so knowledgeable, and it was great, I hear, to just take a walk through her plants and her flowers and to learn so much about the native plants of our district. I think that's all the announcements. That deserves another cheer. Yay! Announcements. Yay. So now is time for preparation for meditation. And if you are viewing us for the first time, always know that during meditation we have at least 2 to 3 minutes of complete silence. So if you do hear some noise in the background, wherever you are or here, just kind of tune it out. It's fine. We allow ourselves to go deep. And in that space, I know I do. I feel the presence of spirit even deeper because it's quiet. And it helps quiet my mind from the world and really turn within and to go deeper. So we're going to have a little music by Jennifer, Surely the Presence. Sing along quietly if you'd like.
Of the Lord is in this place. I can feel its mighty power and its grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. One more time. Yes. Surely the presence of presence of the Lord is in this place.
Thank you, Jennifer. You bless us. And if you're listening at home, sometimes the volume drops at this point. We're actually getting a new setup system, so it's okay. I'll just be leading us into meditation with some guidance, and then we will drop into the silence, as I mentioned, to allow ourselves to be drenched in the Spirit. It's just really always there, but sometimes we need the reminders. So we think about our breathing, perhaps taking some deep breaths and holding them as long as we are comfortable, and then letting go. Breathe in. We breathe in again. Let go. Perhaps you'd like to put your feet on the floor, feeling that energy from Mother Earth, those positive ions coming up from our sacred, holy planet. Perhaps with your hands out, feeling the energy of the universe. Blessing you now with divine health and energy, wisdom, understanding, faith, and always love. If there is something that you are particularly grateful for today or in this time of your life, consider bringing that to mind, because the energy of gratitude is so strong. That which we are grateful for magnifies. The feeling magnifies. We open ourselves, we are receptive to all our good, to our power, to the successes that await us, to the love that surrounds us, to the opportunities to help others, to make things better, to shed and spread and radiate love and light. We are so blessed. Perhaps your mantra might be, I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Knowing that as we call on the power of those two words, I am, we identify with Spirit, we wrap ourselves in that energy. I am so blessed. We go into the silence. Stepping into it. In peace and in beauty. And if thoughts come in, just brush them aside for now. Incorporate any sound from your environment right into your peace. What a blessing we give ourselves. Indeed, what a blessing we give ourselves to take that time to center. Whether you're in the busyness of the world or the quietude of your meditation space. Let us remember to turn within, rejuvenate, uplift, refresh, renew. We gently bring ourselves back to the moment, the breath, and exhale. Lights are coming on. Sunshine is beautiful. A little more, surely the presence, because we feel it, do we not?
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel its mighty power and its grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Thank you, Jennifer. Everyone all kind of calm, peaceful. So let's liven up a bit. Jennifer has a song for us.
I do. I'm going to make sure Kevin gets back and mutes the piano so we don't have that big noise.
Multitasking.
We're multi-chording here. Out comes the little chord and there it goes. Okay. Nice happy bubbly song. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to erase unhappy endings. When I wake, I can make 1,000 dreams come true. I can use my faith in God in everything I do, 'cause every day is new. With infinite paths to choose, the choices we make and the chances we take create our truth. Yeah, every day is new. Every night when I go to sleep, my unconscious mind counts the blessings I reap. When I sleep, my thoughts seem to work themselves on out. And when I rise to greet the day, my mind is free of doubt, because every day is new. With so many paths I can choose, the choices we make and the chances we take create our truths. make life make sense. The price that it would cost me would be too high in expense. So I just pray and keep the faith, 'cause every day is new, with infinite paths to choose. The choices we make and the chances we take create our truth, and every day is new. Yeah, it's true. Every day is new. Yeah, oh, every day is new.
So Kevin is taking, and I'm going to talk loud because I don't have the mic here. Kevin's taking a sweep over here. We've got some sheets here, which is my vision letter, which we normally do on January 1, but it's also halfway through the year. So if you are thinking about what you would like to see in the next 6 months, you can pick up one of these now or after the service. And if you're at home, you can ask us for one or pop in during the week, let us know. Or you could just do your own. Take a piece of paper and we'll talk about what we can write on here. And there are also some Jerusalem white stones, which come from a quarry near Hebron. And we use these for the white stone ceremony at the first of the year. So you might also like to do that at home. We'll talk about that a bit. Thank you, Kevin. You are so adept at just jumping up and following me around the room. We're just enjoying your expertise so much. Awesome. I was delighted when I was old enough to figure out that I was born exactly halfway through the year. Maybe not by the days. If you count all the days, it might be a day or two off, but I was born on June 30th at about 20 minutes to midnight. I'm sure my mother was very grateful to have that done with. But it always feels like a new year to me when I have a birthday, because it's a new year, and maybe your birthdays are at different times. But we've also got summer solstice going on and that beautiful moon in the sky. And maybe you didn't notice, but the last 15, 16 months have been really kind of interesting. So here we are in kind of a new phase of living and being and health. And I thought you might want to consider celebrating, whether it's tonight or in the days ahead, sort of a halfway New Year's Eve. What would you like to see in your life? Do you keep lists? I know there's one recommendation that people at the New Year's Eve or the first of the year write down 101 things they would like to see happen in the year. That's a lot of things. That is, one time I got to 50 and I was stretching it, like a good breakfast, trees blooming in spring. But you don't need 101. There might be one thing you would really like to see appear in your life, or a list, or you might like to have a kind of a continuing rolling list that you continue to add things to. And that is part of the purpose of these vision letters. We used to call them letters to God, and then we realized that isn't quite what unity principles teach, because you're not writing a letter to something that lives in the clouds or that needs your request written down. So it's more like a vision letter of what you would like to see in the months ahead. What we do, if you fill one of these out, we have some envelopes here today for the people that are here. You write it down, fold it up, put it in an envelope, you seal the envelope and put your address on it, and then you give it to us. If you're here, you can give it to us and we'll put it in our special vision box, which is on the back prayer box table. I had to take off the 2019 and 2020 signs on it today. But if you're doing it from home, you can also mail it to us in a larger envelope. So put it in an envelope and seal it, and then mail it to us. We never open these. At our board meetings, however, We do bless them and all the energy that is requested in them and the people that write them. And then we mail them back to you at the end of December. And it's fun to get them in the mail. Almost every time I've gotten one back in the mail, I go like, oh, who wrote me with my handwriting on it? And then I open it up and I go like, oh, look what I was wishing for. Sometimes I'm checking things off that showed up. Sometimes I'm seeing things that didn't show up, and I'm grateful, so I cross those off. And then sometimes I realize, oh, I can put some more energy into the things that have not been showing up. So just consider that. Another part of our New Year's Eve service is the White Stone Ceremony, which I mentioned a moment ago. We get these beautiful stones from Jerusalem stone, and they make the USA in the middle of it in caps in their logo. Wonderful folks, and they go to Hebron and they work with a quarry there to get these stones. You meditate with it. We do it at a service around New Year's. You just meditate with it, and like the book in Revelation that says, I will give you a white stone for a new name that Spirit gives you. It's like a secret name, like in dragon lore, where you never told anybody your true secret name because it's powerful. I asked a friend from the church here if the person needed a new one, and the friend said, I've got enough to build a little castle in the backyard. I've been coming to Unity so many years. I said, well, have another one, put another tower on your castle. So consider picking one of those up, and again, if you would like to stop in during the week, just give me a text, 404-432-1976, and we'll make an effort to meet you here. Part of New Year's, and halfway through the new year, is also giving up, releasing, letting go. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, said this: we must learn to let go, to give up, to make room for the things we have prayed for and desired. Decluttering helps with that. I've been having a lot of fun decluttering at home. Also, giving up are some of our thoughts, or our ways of thinking, or our ways of being. There's a poem. It's written by Reverend Sapphire Rose. I had to check her website because I don't like to read poems, especially now that we're live streaming, unless it's okay to do so. So we sent her a note some months ago and said, we truly love this, and I'd like to read it for you. It's called She Let Go. Now, I'm not into she and he. I like all the gender pronouns, but you can see that they, or however you would like it. But I'll read it the way she wrote it. She let go. Without a thought or a word, she let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions swarming around her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all the right reasons. Wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry, she let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book on how to let go. She didn't search the scriptures, she just let go. She let go of all the memories that held her back. She let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all of the calculations about how to do it just right. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her diary. She made no public announcement and put no ad in the paper. And I'm going to add, she didn't put it on Facebook. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She didn't do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. She didn't call the prayer line. She didn't utter one word. She just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was what it was, and it is just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her. And the sun and the moon shone forevermore. Reverend Sapphire Rose. One of the most beautiful poems I've ever read. Thank you, Reverend Sapphire Rose. And so you might want to think, what can I let go of? It might be worry or doubt or fear. You can tell the three that always come up for me. I mean, like, okay, what can I say? Worry, doubt, and fear. But it might be other things. It might be limitation. It might be self-judgment. It might be judgment of others. It might be hurrying too much through life, not taking those times to meditate. When asking ourselves what we want in the next 6 months and beyond, something material may come to mind, specific or general. A brimming bank account. Maybe it's a relationship with a friend, with a partner, with a spouse, with oneself, with our bodies. Maybe there's a level of health and fitness you would like to bring forth. And think of the words bringing forth. Doesn't mean going out and getting it. It means bringing it forth from within, because in Unity we teach everything we can use and have and need is already within us. Indeed, if we are wanting it, it's because it is awaiting our recognition of that want. And we realize it's not manifesting something from the clouds so much as it is bringing it forth in us, what Abraham Hicks calls the vortex, or what Deepak Chopra calls the field of infinite possibilities. It may be something quite intangible, success in an endeavor, more happiness, new ways of being. You may be asking for your eyes to be open to more of the blessings already all around you. Now, when you think about writing your Vision second half of 2021 letter, you don't have to put it on a piece of paper. You can do this on your own. You don't need to give it to us. You can put it in a journal, special spot. You can write it on your phone. You can write it in your mind. What would I like the next 6 months to be like? What would delight me or help me help others? Or what path would I like to unfold for me? And then using that imagination, our spiritual power, our faculty for the month, to dream it. You have songs about that. And to picture it. What will we like? See it full of sparkly stuff. When I was getting the bubbles yesterday, I went to the Party City store. There was so much sparkly stuff in there. And there's some magic wands with stars on it, and I was going to get one for each of my grandkiddos. I'll have to go back, because there was also this Halloween mask, but we won't get into that now. But there's something about writing it on paper. I think getting it as a surprise in the mail feels very magical, even though it's not, because you are the magic. And it's potent. So consider writing it down, putting it in that envelope, and getting it to us. What do you want to see? Sure, you get some bubbles. Okay, take some bubbles. Okay. And we're going to do a little bubble exercise right now. If you would like, we can stand in a circle. You got a bubble wand. If you're at home, grab some dish soap, put it in a little saucer, and use a fork or a spoon or whatever and blow some bubbles. Jennifer's going to play a little music.
I'm going to switch back to piano, Kevin.
Okay. Now, when you're blowing a bubble, think about your wishes. Think about what you want. And picture your wishes going into the bubble. Okay? So you got your wands out. Got your wand, Karen? We need to get Karen a little wand from the table. Can someone grab one for Karen?
Thank you.
Kevin's getting you one. So think about what you want, and then open it up. Someone help Karen with opening it up. And you got it? Okay. And then blow your wish. Hope these show up on the camera. Let's fill the air. Don't worry about soap on the floor. See joy and love. Helpers going where helpers can be used. Dreams coming true. Soap all over the daily word, that's okay. Be up high. You may do this next Sunday too. Come in next Sunday. Look at the bubbles. Every Sunday, you're right, Karen. We'll have a bubble time at the end of every service. We got a lot of bubbles. Think of these, and don't think of them popping. Think of them every time a bubble bursts, that is letting out all this beautiful energy into the world and bringing things to you. And bubbles are infinite, right? The more we blow them, the more we have to open up and blow some more. We see people at home feeling blessed and loved and feeling that connection with us here at Unity Athens. Hoping you'll stop in the Sundays ahead. We're now open every Sunday. That's for you, everyone at home. See your wishes coming true. See your life beautified. See your health energetic and vital. Anybody running out of bubble soap? I'm getting close here. My little dog was looking at me like, what are you doing? Is that food? Or you can wave it, right? It doesn't work. Okay, thank you, Annette. We had a trial run and the waving, it didn't work. Next time you're in the dollar store or the grocery store or the Target, pick up some bubbles, stand out on your deck. Say, this is what I want, Spirit. What is that? It's joy. It's delight. It's light. It's love. It's sparkly stuff. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining in that. So, to conclude today, remember, if you want to release something, you can write it down, you can burn the paper, you can tear it up, you can write it on the chalkboard of your mind and then erase it, or wash it away, or you can wave that same bubble thing and make anything you don't want in your life dissipate because the bubbles drove it out. We are going to prepare for our love offering, our sacred exchange here in just a moment. I believe we have another song, Jennifer. So if you are at home and you would like to give through PayPal or Easy Tithe, it's so easy to do, and we appreciate your support. Remember, we do still have a matching fund going on. You can go to our website at unityathens.com and donate there. It's always appreciated. No amount is too small. And you can also mail in your support, your gifts to our P.O. Box 1662, Athens, Georgia 30603. We have baskets here in our sanctuary for those that are here. And Jennifer, delight us with another song. I know you will.
Speaking of bubbles and magic, here's a song written over 10 years ago called Life is Magic. This is sung in songs all over the United States. This is in one of the Unity music songbooks, and it's one of mine, and it goes like this. Life is brilliant, the way to let your life be magic every day. Life is special when it's love-filled. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your heart, you'll feel the way to let your life be magic every day. Life's a treasure, such a pleasure. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your mind, you'll know the way to let your life be magic every day. Life is splendor, sweet surrender. Life is simply infinitely magic. Oh, open your life, you'll find the way to let your life be magic. To let your life be magic, oh, to let your life be magic every day. Oh, yeah. We used to go to Walt Disney World every year, and their theme song was "Time to Remember the Magic." So remember the magic in your life.
Yes, absolutely.
My magic lives with me.
Yes, yes, you are a magical, magical family. So as we participate in our sacred exchange, if you would like to do that, and if you like to hold us in prayer and thoughts of prosperity, that's a gift also. So we hold our gifts, or the thought of our gifts, the thought of our abundance, the thought of our infinite abundance over our hearts, and we say our sacred exchange offering together. And it's not on the wall, so I've said it a million times, and watch me. Kevin's like smiling. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive. I am so blessed. Thank you, your name for the divine, infinite spirit, and so it is. Amen. Again, thank you for being with us from home. So many of you are, and watch for some updates coming soon with a little different camera and perhaps some different essences here at Unity Athens. And please consider joining us on a Sunday. Seating is quite open. We have a lot of room in the sanctuary. We suggest Mass, but it's not required. And the love and the energy here is very powerful. Reminder that Mary is she is offering her services as prayer chaplain today. So feel free to talk to her after the service for moments in prayer. Oh, okay. So we're going to close out with
The
peace song. And there's, as you're singing this, send it out. Not just peace, but love and healing. There's so many, especially in Florida and Surfside, I know there's lots going on. So let's focus on people with healing and comfort and, elevate our thoughts so we are not, so we can send out that light and that energy more easily as we sing the peace song. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with thee. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. We're going to say our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And if you're viewing from home, we send out our love and our light, knowing that you are connected with us here. We bless you.